Check it out. Come and check us out as we think it's a sports show. Come see what we about. Check it out. Come and check us out as we think it's a sports show. Come see what we about. Hey, Mike, Rad, Mills, Preach. Come check us out so you can see how everybody think. Mike, Rad, Mills, Preach. The show's about to start, so everybody take a seat.
Yes. We are back. You know who? Yeah, man, you know the vibes. It's Mike D. And so we think it's a sports show. We got a great show for you today. Let's know right off the bat.
Did you say it's Mike D and we think it's a sports show? Like you the leader of the pack?
No, I said Mike D. Yeah, well, Mike D and we think it's a sports show. I'm not calling y'all. We think it's a sports show. I'm just letting people know.
So we background singers. We the background.
Yeah, it's like Gladys Knight and the Pips. Y'all the Pips. I mean, man, there's no shame in being the heartbeats. That's fine. I'm Eddie Kane and y'all everybody else. But but to keep 100, let's say we think it's a sports show.
You're definitely Otis, by the way.
Oh, you Otis?
No, you Otis.
I'm Otis. Nobody come to see you, Otis. I love that line. That's my favorite line of all time. That's my favorite line of all time. That's gangster. Nobody come to see you, Otis. Man, can we start the show or not?
Yeah.
All right, man. So I already know today about to be a good day now. I can feel it. Boy, Mills came to pop. Mills cutting me off. Mills came to pop.
Early. You said one word, he cut you right off.
He said, you gonna put some respect on my name. But it's gonna be a lot of this going forward. Some sports, not a lot. If I can't hear sports, I'm sorry. We got a lot to get to. We got the Jeezy Gucci Verzuz. I definitely want to talk that. And last show, we kind of teased it that we're gonna get into some black issues. So we're gonna have a little list we're gonna get to later. But we are gonna get to sports. But first, I gotta check in with my guys. I'm gonna go into my big cousin Millie. He felt disrespected, so I'm gonna go to you first. What's up, Mills? How you feeling, bro?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
Amen.
I'm here. That's all that matters. Struggle, pandemic. People, we losing people left and right. But I'm still here, so it's a blessing.
All right. How about you, Rad? How you feeling? I see you got the corntail drip on. Shout out to. Oh, excuse me.
Rad got that chicken. He got that Cuban on too.
Yeah, the Cuban with the corntail.
Oh, bro, I'm chilling, bro. I am chilling, living life, man. Everything good. Everything, no complaints. Just doing what I got to do.
Preach, my brother. What's up? What's going on, man? What you got?
Not much, man. I can't complain. But I did want to ask y'all guys a question. I did.
Preach starting us with a question.
Starting early.
I thought because I know all of you, Rad is engaged, Mills is married, Mike, you and Angie.
I'm getting the eyes, man. I'm getting the eyes.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just gonna say it.
And so I had a question. And so I'm gonna kind of couple it with two things because, and we might talk about some things next week, but like we were talking about in the pre-production, Thanksgiving is around the corner. And so my question is, with all this COVID going on, I don't think anybody's going to anybody's house. I'm not sure, but is y'all girls cooking for Thanksgiving? And you being your wife, Mills, your fiance, Rad, Mike, your girl. Are they cooking for Thanksgiving?
You want me to start with this? Of course. My girl got a whole business, and cooking's a part of it, and baking, and so yes, we're gonna have a full course meal. She's gonna cook a lot, and her family cooks a lot. So yeah, of course, my girl gonna cook. She knows to cook well, and she sells food and cakes and stuff for a living. So yeah, man, of course. Tasteful occasions, shout out Tasteful occasions.
Shoot, right, Rad? Like, go ahead, do your thing, baby.
Yeah.
Mills?
Well, my wife and his fiance are like lifelong friends, so we kind of like adopted into the group. So whenever they cook, they hit us up on the line. We slide. So If my wife might
So,
bring a plate.
Is that a no?
You know what I
Mills?
mean?
Is that a no?
They shopping around.
She's not gonna cook a big full
Okay.
course meal. It's only me and her. You know what I'm saying? So, but she may cook a dish to go somewhere else.
Okay. Mike D.
All right. Angie, with COVID numbers going up, we supposed to host her mom and her brother. I don't think they are coming now, so we're kind of disappointed about that. So it's gonna be us two. But out of the two of us, I was blessed with the cooking skills. So I'm probably gonna do most of it. I'm probably gonna make a mac and cheese, maybe a dressing. You know, I dabble. You know, your boy's not getting down that kitchen. She gonna be probably on yam duty. And
yams, that's the key for me. Them yams hit.
Her mom was supposed to bring a turkey. I don't like turkey anyways, so I'm good on that. But so we probably gonna have to bake chicken, buy a ham or something. But yeah, I'll probably do most of the cooking here, preach.
Okay, so my next question is it a requirement or was it a requirement for your girls to know how to cook?
Well, yeah, I just heard what I said, so no.
So it's a
I'm saying the tough questions.
No, I'm asking, was it a requirement?
Nah, I'm like your boys know. I moved away from Buffalo in 2014.
Yeah.
You know, my situation was one way, it turned another way.
Sure
So
did.
I was by myself. Yo, you know the vibe. I must have had a shotgun.
Whoa!
You gotta get the soundboard.
We definitely gotta get the
Yo,
soundboard.
Preach came to pod today.
Listen.
But no, I was by myself, living like with my boy Jasper, living by myself, living with Dirk for like 3-4 years. So it was either I'm gonna eat McDonald's or I'm gonna learn how to cook. And I kind of stumbled my way through. It's funny because Marky D, he put up a screenshot when he came to visit me like 2 years ago. I made some chili. It called for like three cloves of garlic, but I put in like 3 heads of garlic because I didn't know I didn't know.
Chill, man.
Oh, the chili just it's like I was trying to kill vampires with the chili. No, I came a long way since then. Kind of trials and tribulations. So for me, it wasn't right because I can wash my own clothes. I can feed myself. I never want to be dependent and be with somebody because I need them. Like if we're gonna rock because I rock with you, not because you can do something for me. So that's why it wasn't a requirement for me. Like having a job, having ambition was being able to cook. No.
Mills.
It definitely wasn't a requirement for me.
Well, no, her best friend is Salt, so Mills was good anyway. He's like, it don't matter. We'll go over to Salt House.
Nah, but y'all know, but I'm gonna let the world know too.
I don't know.
I am a very, very I'm a very picky eater.
Oh, okay.
Like I can go a month eating hot dogs or chicken fingers and French fries.
I want to be very clear. What
That's not picky.
Yeah, but
that's not picky.
Like, that is not
just don't
picky.
eat anything.
That's
you don't
not
eat anything.
picky. That's
I want some chicken fingers and French fries. It's not a picky eater.
That means you're not a picky
just
eater. Yeah.
Thank you. You're not a picky eater. You just want the same thing every time.
Exactly. Yes.
So, but I'm sorry, but you can continue.
Okay, if y'all want to look at it like that.
No, it's not.
that's all it is.
Does.
No,
Mills,
I hear you.
You don't have you do not have a culture eating habit.
No need to explain.
Mills really pull up to like Red Lobster and order chicken tenders and fries, bro.
And then he'd be like this.
So Mills,
I'm gonna get the tenders and fries. Like, we know. What are you even thinking? What are you blowing your breath for? We know.
Look at the menu like this.
My question is this, Mills. So out of 7 days out of the week, how often do you eat takeout?
Now or back then?
I'm at Mills. I'm talking about right now.
No. You said no. Your question was it a requirement?
Oh, requirement.
Which means when I first met Alexa.
I'm talking. Okay. I'm glad that you said that. I'm actually glad that you said that. So prior to you creating that union with Alexis, how often did you eat takeout?
Probably about 4 or 5 times a week.
Now, how often do you eat takeout?
Probably about 2 or 3 times.
4 or 5 times a week.
He's gonna say that. I was about to laugh.
2 or 3.
So
sorry for laughing because I thought you were about to say 4 or 5.
But now most of the reason why I eat takeout is when I'm at work. If I go out on a lunch or if I'm stalking the carrier all day, I'll go grab some. You know what I mean?
Absentee.
But other than that, I wait till I come home. And, you know, my wife cooked for me, and I get something to eat. Like I got some spaghetti on the drink right now, so I need to speed this drink up so I can get some spaghetti.
Okay. My bad. I'm trying to do something right now. Yeah.
Oh well, for me, I actually eat cookout more than you would think.
You eat
right?
what?
What? You eat cookout?
I eat takeout more than
you
more than you would think. Cookout.
Yeah.
Like right outside grilling in the middle of the winter.
Shouts out
On my bags. Shout out to bags. But I actually do because she cooks a lot and bakes a lot that it almost became like a job.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, I'm not saying, you know, she probably don't like that, but cooking for the family sometimes became a backseat because she would be cooking for people and baking a lot. So it became like she done. Let's go just order something. So because I'm tired, you know, and you just not a fan of cooking all the time. You know what I mean? So actually, it has been, you know, it is transitioning back more to her cooking more often. But I know it became a task because, you know, cooking became her job. So you know,
it's like Mills coming home from work and then Lex asking him to run something to the mailbox. He like, nah, man, I ain't doing that. He's over. I respect that. I respect that.
I only ask it because it just seems to me that we're living in the climate. I don't want to say necessarily a role reversals, but what used to have been, right? Like what was the kind of the standard? I was talking to my uncle. He's over 70, and you know, just what was the standard and what was required of you know, your woman counterpart back in those days. It's just times has changed, and I just wanted to check the temperature on, you know, what's going on, and, you know, in
it's tough to provide for a family on like one income now. So when a wife could stay home, like, no, okay, I'm gonna stay home, I'm gonna cook and whatnot. Like, she working 8-10 hours just like I am. So the expected to come home and stuff is kind of different now.
I do understand that, and I don't want to be insensitive to our female audience. But at the same time,
Choose wisely.
Choose
those words wisely.
No.
Choose those words wisely.
I don't have to choose my words wisely. But responsibilities are responsibilities. Do we all agree on that?
He always set you up. He always set you
up. I'm asking.
You set people up with that question like that, and then you regret saying yes seconds later.
Angie, a friend of the show.
Listen. I understand. I'm just saying, responsibilities are responsibilities. Yes or no?
Sure.
Okay. All right.
No, but I do agree with that because even when you around older couples, you just see how they interact.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, it's not necessarily worse, but it's different. You know, it's like we don't interact. You know, you just see how the old OG just sit down. You see his wife come, you know, get the plate ready. You know what I mean? Got the remote there. It's just a different vibe. It's just a different vibe. You know, you see it. But I'm not saying, you know,
is that the right vibe? It's not. So you're saying it's not.
But
that's to each his own. To each his own.
Our OG probably worked, 18 hours a day for 25 years.
Right, in the plant.
Steel mill.
Put his kid through college or something. You know, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, to each his own.
So, I mean, if it works for you, right? Like, if it works, obviously. I'm not here to judge anybody. Like, our friend, he said that he refuses to cook, but, like, he take out the trash. To me, that's not really one and the same. But it worked for them.
Cook, he said.
Wait, it worked for them. Like, he is the quote unquote. He take care of the man stuff. He take care of the woman stuff. If it worked, it worked.
And we got.
But it is a double standard there because what woman y'all know take out the trash?
Yo, Angie will refuse to take out the trash.
Nobody, thank you. It's things that women will not do, and taking out the trash is one of those things.
If they're in a relationship, yeah, most likely. If they're in a relationship, they probably.
There's no way. It's just no way they're taking out the trash.
But we also have a friend that cooks. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he provides, you know?
Yeah.
But he does that very well. He does that very well. So, I mean, I just ask, because it is a catch-22. Like, I understand times that are changing, but I guess call me old-fashioned, right? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a woman, you need to learn how, you need to know how to cook, in my opinion. I'm just in my opinion.
It won't hurt. It won't
That's
hurt.
what I'm
it-
saying.
I
Like,
guess-
I don't understand why is that like a bad thing to say? Why is that not a
Nah,
skill?
It's not.
Your
It's
opinion.
not.
It should be. It's just like we would suggest that men should, if something break down, Raj just bought a house, you gotta learn how to do something. You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
Or had the money to get it done.
and I am not saying that women can't fix things, nor am I saying that men can't cook. I'm just saying that things are the way they are. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make it. I didn't wake up yesterday and just make all the rules. You know what I'm saying? I just try to follow them, and so that's just my little.
I respect that. See, for me, if I have kids or whatever, I'm gonna look at it a little different than maybe some people, right? Because I want Angie to come out there with me when I'm changing the tire, if I can teach her, so she can know. Like, I want my daughter to know how to change a tire, right? I don't want my daughter to only know how to do stuff for a man. She needs to know how to do stuff for herself as well. Now, but I want her to know how to cook too, right? So I think it can go both ways. Like, you should know how to do stuff. Me as a man, like, it's funny that you mentioned that, because Angie was talking about her office today. Like, she bought stuff for her office, and I put everything together: the desk, the chairs, the bookcase, like everything. She's like, "Yo, you really put everything in my office together with your hands." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what I do." I offer that. The issue is a lot of dudes that want women to cook don't know what a Phillips screwdriver is. So like they want women to be old fashioned, but they can't do anything that men used to do. So like it gotta go both ways.
Yes, absolutely. Everybody has to bring something to the table. What I'm saying is that if you're a woman, you probably should bring cooking to the table. But that's neither here nor there. That's all I'm saying.
But it is. I'm
Maybe you should.
I'm saying it is. It's clearly that we live in a different time, because
Yes, we do.
Sam saying that would have been like super fine, like what, 7, 8, 10 years ago. But now it's like it's a little more PC. Like
PC, I'm
should
gonna
you
get
even
killed.
say that, right? So I understand. But I mean, I understand.
I already know. I already see the text messages right now.
So preach. So you say bring cooking to the table. So you think the men should bring like handy skills to the table?
Change the know how to change the tire. Yeah.
All right, let me say this. Let me put it this way. If you have a skill, bring that to the table, right? Like, so it's like if you are a man and you can cook, then obviously, I mean, you can then cook. But what I'm saying is, and when you're entering into a relationship and those things are not necessarily known amongst the people, then probably you should lean towards cooking as a woman, and as a man, you probably should lean towards, putting things together. I think that's just the way things operate. I did not make it that way. I just want to be clear on that, because a lot of times people get upset when people say these things as if the one saying it is the one who made things that way. No, I'm not putting you in a box. Just like Mike said, if you want to teach your daughter how to change a tire, then that's fine. But if you want to also teach your daughter to find a man who can change her tire, then that's fine too. Like, I mean, but it all depends on your situation. I am sensitive to that, but I'm also sensitive to the fact that we have to stop always tearing down certain norms, right? Like because there's nothing wrong with the woman cooking. That's all I'm trying to say. There's nothing wrong with that. Nobody said that that's a demeaning.
Stay at home mom.
Yes,
all that is fine.
there's nothing wrong with you cooking. Nothing wrong with you cleaning clothes and doing laundry. There's literally nothing wrong with that. In fact, that is honestly an amazing thing. Wow, would you look at that?
No, I understand it, because in the upbringing, or like the woman movements and trying to become more equal in the workplace and all that stuff. No, that's fine, but also I'm not saying they look down, but it kind of gave a bad rep for the people who don't do that. Yeah. But it could have been like, I want to be looked at as doing this, but the people that's not been doing that, y'all also have a place and be respected as well.
If you want to be Wonder Woman, then work and cook. How about that?
Yo, preacher's wilding.
How about that? Y'all not with me? Y'all gonna leave me out there?
You've been out there.
Yeah. No, you out there by yourself on this one.
See, that's what I'm saying,
I would say this, preach, right? Because at the core, I think roles should be defined, right? When somebody knocked on the door at 3:00 in the morning, I told Angie, you go in the room and you get under. Like, I don't want her going out there to answer the door. That's my job. I went to the closet. Y'all know what I'm saying, and then I went to the door. That's my job. Like when like I open doors for her, I pump gas. So we still have gender roles in our joint, even with her, you know, being progressive and whatever. At the end of it, we still have our core roles. Hey, I'm a man, I'm gonna do this, you're a woman, you do that. But like I said, it get bad when it's like if I expect her to do that, like that's not how I roll preach. If that's how you roll, that's fine.
You don't have a level of expectation for your female counterpart because that's silly.
For cook, like I don't go on like if I was single, I'm not going out there show me other women that can cook. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for somebody to take care of me. Like I'm looking for a partner. So if you bring something to the table, if you make more money than me, I'm okay with that as well. I don't know if you are, preach. Well, would you be okay if your wife made more money than you?
I don't care. I mean, what would that doesn't?
Well, some men.
As long as she cooks. As long as she
cooks.
Yeah,
like that.
If you making more money than me and you don't cook.
Let me be very clear. That doesn't take away my manhood. Or that. Listen. I'm gonna be completely honest.
I respect that. Yo, preach. I hear everything you saying, but you can't just come to the table with changing tires, then, bro. Like you got to be able to build.
Who said that? I'm coming to the table with changing tires.
I'm just saying, like you and other people that think like that got to come to.
Don't. You can't say me and other people think like that.
It's not good enough.
I'm not saying. Nobody is saying anything like that. What I'm saying is that I have a level of expectation. That's all I'm saying. And if you cannot reach that, if you can't meet that level of expectation, then I
guess. No, since we do have a woman audience, what's to be their expectations of men? You're old fashioned.
A lot should be provider.
No. I am not. I don't like when people say I'm old fashioned. I'm not old fashioned. I'm just realistic. Like that's all I am. I'm realistic. Number one, and number two, more importantly, I like things that are defined. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, and I don't want to be necessarily overly spiritual, but you know, God is not the author of confusion, and I don't want to be either. So you like what's the word? Old fashioned. No, why do you keep but why? Okay, can I ask you this? Let me ask you this.
You're gonna reference the Bible.
Let me ask you this.
Old fashioned. That's conservative as you can be.
But being conservative, that doesn't mean it's old fashioned. Do you like bread? Do you like bread? Do you eat bread? Do you eat bread?
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's old fashioned.
If you don't want to be called
eating bread is not old fashioned. Do you drink water? Is drinking water old fashioned? No, you have to drink water because it's a necessity of life. You know what's another necessity of life? Eating food. And you know who should cook it?
It's new water now, bro. It's new water now, bro. It's pH levels. It's different, bro. You just shouldn't drink your water, bro. You got.
But the consistency is still water. What I'm saying is, just because something is defined does not mean it's old fashioned.
You are dancing around my question. What? Like, okay,
bread's too much carbs. People, you got to be bread's too much carbs.
Able to cook, right? That's fine. That's fine. What expectations? You can't say, "Oh, the women gotta have expectations,"
but they do.
What should men bring?
I'm gonna be completely honest.
To the table.
I am not interested in men, nor will I ever be. So it's very difficult for me to answer that question. Let's just put that there. I'm gonna keep it a stack bundle with you.
No, but I don't want to put Sam. If I had to do it, I'm Sean, my significant other cooks. But if I had to do it over again and I was single, cooking would be something on my list as well. So
thank you. Mike acting just because you cook, Mike. But Mike, the thing about it is, what do you mean? What should we bring, Mike? Okay, this what we should bring. I think it should be enough. But listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it a stack bundle with you. No, I'm not wilding. But I'm saying obviously in a provisional state, right? Yes, in a sense of providing. Listen, we may talk about this later, but like from what I'm saying, yes, from what I come from, but just because and like you said, just because somebody makes more than me, that doesn't mean that the man cannot provide. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that the man cannot provide. So I mean, like it's that's not that those things are not necessarily mutually exclusive. But I'll tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. We all know, just even y'all temperament, like Mike and Mills, y'all always been that way. Y'all more laissez-faire, laid back in the sense of those situations. Me and Rat may not be. So I mean, yes, to each his own. But I'm just saying, like there should be roles in a relationship. That's all I'm saying.
I agree. Okay. I agree with that. But I was just asking if you're saying that women should know how to cook, and like that's like your main thing. Like I didn't hear you really talk about being
cleaning. Yes,
nurturing,
you clean too.
be stuff like that. So,
You like
so
it,
okay,
you can clean.
and it's like you got all these defined joints and defined rules or roles, and I ask you about men, and you say, man, just be who you are. To me, like I have an issue with that. Like, don't sit here and tell me that women should know how to do all this stuff, and then you just show up and be you, and that's good enough. To me, that doesn't fly. So that's why I'm pushing back on you.
I don't know
Like,
why you keep. Why doesn't that fly with you?
Because that's nonsense, bro.
How is it nonsense?
Like if you gonna say you're going to be the breadwinner, then okay, then all right, that's in the conversation.
But I just said I'm saying, but like
Yeah,
men, like that's all I see. Yeah,
no, but priest danced around for like 10 minutes before he said that.
I didn't dance around. I was just being honest.
All right, so I'm with that. Nah, I like that priest. So who knows? We're gonna get into like issues in the black community. Let's see if any of this stuff comes up later. So let's get into some
You see,
some
Mills
sports.
is quiet because he married. You don't want to say
Lex behind him waiting for him.
Yeah.
She's like, go ahead, say something.
That's it.
I dare you. So I want to get
She
into
is right there.
I know she is.
Yeah, you ain't say nothing.
No,
I know. The man told us he eat takeout 4 to 5 times a week.
Yeah, that's wild, Mills.
I
That's
never said. But you know what? Even if I did eat takeout 4 to 5 times a week,
You would still love your wife.
My wife works full time. My wife goes to school full time.
Say it.
My wife tries to take care of me full time.
But
She got
don't
3
cook.
jobs, man. She need her rest. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, Mills. You should learn how to cook. How
Mills,
about that? What you doing?
I
What you doing with your life?
I aspire to get married one day. So when you say she takes care of you, how does she go about that? And I don't mean you don't have to be graphic, by the way.
Yo, what? Let's go on to sports.
Nah,
Why are we getting personal?
She
about
makes
this?
she makes sure I'm happy. That's
Yo, what is he talking about?
All right,
We
Mike,
going
you
to
can move
sports.
on.
Like, what are we talking about? Yo, what is he doing right here?
5 minutes ago.
All right, we can move on.
Oh, you don't gotta get graphic.
It's cool.
Yo,
I think
wow.
Preach got somebody behind the scenes talking to him. That's why he got that cord connected to his headphones today.
I don't have anybody.
He got somebody. He got
The
somebody behind the
only
scenes.
person that's talking to me is the Lord in here. But Mike, you can go.
Amen.
Oh my God! Thank you. Can I go?
Yes.
Can we move on?
Yes.
You want to ask Mill something else about his love life?
No.
No. All right. Thank you.
No.
All right. I'm just making sure.
I
man.
hope everything good over his household.
I don't want to be interrupted. Make sure make everybody good. Everybody happy.
Gucci.
We do pot a lot. So ladies, we thank y'all. So moving on to sports. Before we get into the NBA, I do have a question, right? Because Sunday was like, we're seeing the D-Hop joint. We've seen Diggs go off. DK and do a lot, but he been, people have been comparing him to Megatron. Devontae Adams got 9 touchdowns already, like in 7 games. So Mills, who's the best wide receiver in the league right now?
Stephon Diggs,
The
bro.
best wide receiver in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's a tough question. But I would have to go with D-Hop.
Because of the catch?
I think he's more beneficial to his team. I would have said Diggs, but I think Diggs did make an impact on the Bills. Obviously, we're 8-2. You know what I'm saying? But
7-3.
I'm at 7-3. We
supposed to
should have
be
been 8-2.
We
I
lost.
apologize. Yeah, I was pissed. I'm beginning to talk about that. But I think Arizona wasn't that good last year. I think they was like 7-9 maybe, somewhere around there.
Sure.
I might be off for a game or two.
Yeah, you're right.
But they're over 500 right now.
63, yeah.
Their quarterback look real good. And you got D-Hop peaking about 13 targets a game, 12, 13, somewhere around there on average. Maybe not that high on average. Maybe about 10 targets a game on average. And he forces a double team. You got Larry Fitz that's quietly, taking the back seat. Well, he already did take the back seat. And D-Hop, he catches everything, which we can see. Like they said on the interview they sent out, he said he knew he was going to catch the ball. Is that true? I doubt it. But I mean, he is D-Hop, and we look at him as a person that does not drop passes. Like Larry Fitz haven't dropped a pass in 7 years?
He dropped one Saturday.
He did Sunday.
Something crazy. 2018.
Sunday, sorry.
Yeah, interception. You're right. Absolutely right. But
he
yeah, I
usually
think
don't. Yeah, you're right.
to be qualified as, the best, it comes with, on-field presence, ratio to catch to drops type of thing, and what you got to bring to the table. D-Hop is a big target. It's pretty fast. He didn't do something with his hair though. I think he bald on the side and got the little dreads, but
Man, I'm talking about dreads, man.
To be honest with you, I like DK. I love DK, man. I would consider him one of the best. But like last week, I mean, I understand you had Ramsey on you most of the game.
We told you when you picked him.
Right. You're right.
No, listen.
You're right. We ain't gonna talk about that. That's a whole different show. Because my team was terrible, by the way.
We told you.
That's a whole different show.
I was in the money.
Not with that.
I mean, I won $3, but D-Hop is the answer.
Not with the team that you told the people to pick.
I was.
With the Aaron Jones
I won't lie
team?
about that. I won't lie about that. Yeah, I won like $10, something like that. But I was in the money.
Okay.
All right, Rad, who you think?
It's tough because who I think is like the overall best, at the position and production wise, it's a tough here. But I'm gonna go production wise. I'm gonna go Devontae Adams. I think Devontae Adams, what he's doing, and he missed 2 games, right? And he missed 2 games. So what he's doing at the rate he's doing it at, you can't check him. He's getting in the end zone every game. He just look unstoppable. He's one of the best route runners, if not the best route runners in the league. I remember a video when Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco was crying. He was watching a video of Devontae Adams' footwork, getting off the ball, getting off to his routes. He's was crying in the video, saying this is the greatest footwork I've ever seen in my life. I remember that. Tears.
Come on, Chad.
Look on YouTube and put Chad Johnson crying over Devontae Adams' footwork. And it's showing. He's right now today. Julio haven't been right. I usually go Julio because I think he a freak of nature. But Devontae Adams right now, I gotta go. Devontae Adams is the best wide receiver in the game.
Can he do that in another system? You think he can be as productive as he is now anywhere you go?
I can't. You are you who you are. I'm not about to. Nobody asking that about like a Jerry Rice. He played with the greatest quarterbacks and systems ever, but he's Jerry Rice, right? So,
well, I would say no, right? Just because we've seen what Randy Moss was with Tom Brady, and we've seen Randy Moss with other quarterbacks. Like he was a Hall of Famer without Tom Brady, but when we got with him, it was like, okay, this is the most incredible thing I ever seen. So if he had a worse quarterback, I would imagine his numbers probably would go down. But I mean, it would still be at a clip that's better than a lot of people. Anyway.
It was. You never know because D-Hop did it without it. I think he's very similar. I don't think there's nothing that D-Hop do that Devontae Adams can't. He's not faster than him. He don't jump higher. They're very similar.
He did on Sunday.
I'm saying, but they probably jump prior. You know what I'm saying? Like Devontae Adams, like far as athleticism, isn't out the world. Either is Devontae Adams. Neither one of them. That's the DK Metcalfs of the world, or the Julios of the world. But they get it done, and they got great hands. They route runner is immaculate, and they always open. So I gotta go.
Same question for you, and I'm gonna ask you another one. Like what stat do you think you go to help you define who the best wide receiver is? Is it catches, yards, touchdowns?
I think you use those things to all of them. You use them to kind of support your claim to who you think is the best. And Devontae Adams is actually playing really good. I got him in fantasy, so I've been paying attention to him closely. But for me, it is Stephon Diggs. I think Stephon Diggs is the best receiver in football as of now. And from this standpoint, he single-handedly changed the entire Bills offense. Last year, we ran the ball. This year, we don't. And there's only really one difference. His name is Stephon Diggs. It's just as simple as that. So,
all right, I'm with it. All right, cool.
Now,
go ahead, man.
So you're saying if Stephon didn't come to Buffalo, we'll still be running the ball?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
It depends. Now, if we got different receivers, it depends if we made the D-Hop trade.
Of course.
We would have traded. We probably would have drafted Justin Jefferson or something.
And we would have ran the ball still.
I agree with that. I agree. Once you traded 2 first round or 2 first rounds, or where we traded for Diggs. Once we did that, all right, we threw throwing the ball. It was
I think 1 and a third or something like that.
Okay.
I think.
So So when you say best wide receiver, right? Top wide receiver, whatever you want to say. So from the looks of the answers that we gave, that kind of goes along with the quarterback play. So you can't be a top receiver with a bad quarterback.
That's not true.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hopkins was
hot buzz
yes,
for a long time.
Yes. Allen Robinson is the top, and he has literally some of the worst quarterback play I've ever seen in my life. Like,
Yeah.
he has
Would
755
you classify
yards.
him as the number one receiver, though, is what I'm saying,
Allen Robinson?
with a bad quarterback?
He is a top 5
saying,
or
would you-
top 10.
Oh yeah, but has it
Can
ever
you
been
be the number one?
Like,
A
period.
terrible, yeah.
With a terrible quarterback?
I don't
I
think
think it's
D-Hop
very
was
difficult.
number one,
Yeah.
but he had like Antonio Brown
Well, last
was
year.
like going to crazy with Big Ben.
I mean, last year, I mean, yeah, was.
He had
Never Hopkins.
Deshaun Watson.
No, I'm saying when he had what's his name? When Deshaun Watson got hurt, he had or not even.
What was it,
before that.
Hoyer? Brian
was-
Hoyer?
Probably Hoyer.
Tommy
Tommy Savage?
Savage, yeah, he had Savage. He was
Ah,
killing.
come on. How you forget? Never mind. I almost wild out.
Yeah.
All right. All right, cool.
So,
I was wild out. All right, so we could get to some NBA talk, man.
Yo,
It's
in the
got a couple
comments,
trades.
in the comments, if you know Savage Neck, let us know.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yo, preach. It has
But Mike, you just gotta let it go. Let it go.
No,
And just move on.
Yeah,
that's true. You
the
put an
dead
ad.
air.
Oh, well, never mind. We
Dead
don't got
air.
an ad here yet.
Dead
You put
air.
a commercial. Put a commercial.
Yeah, you beep. You preach. I'm 100% bleeping that out. So okay, so let's get,
I'm putting up the video. How could you believe it out?
all right. Keep moving to the NBA now.
Yes,
Preach
I've been
is
waiting.
derailing us. He was derailing us all day. All right, go ahead, preach. What you want to talk about in the association? Man?
Okay, we got to talk about the association for, quickly. NBA trades, a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff going on. The draft is technically today when y'all see this. But, we seen a lot of things fly around. I just want to, the thoughts of the guys. Drew Holiday traded to the Bucks.
A lot.
They gave up a lot. They gave up a couple, pick swaps, couple first rounds, DiVincenzo. And I think that was it, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they gave up
Eric Bledsoe.
Eric Bledsoe
Yeah.
and George Hill.
Yeah, but the picks was the thing for me, and like I said, I'm not really a big fan of picks because that pick could be Anthony Bennett, that pick could be that's
Or
either
it could be Giannis.
Only if you pick Anthony.
Or it could be Giannis. Giannis was picked like what, 15th?
But the issue is there's only one Giannis and there's many Darko Milicic. But anyways, Dennis Schroeder went to the Lakers, which is a very sneaky pick. I like
That's
that.
a sneaky. I like that.
Rob Covington went to the Blazers for Trevor Ariza. I think they're just
And a
swapping money
first.
at that point.
Like
No,
two,
and a
two
first,
right?
Two first.
It was two
Two
first.
first.
It said it was more first round picks than what they got for D-Hop. He said that Houston got more first round picks than they did for than the D-Hop trade.
Yeah,
That
for
was funny.
Covington.
Chris Paul to the Suns for really crumbs.
A lot.
Ricky
Nah.
Rubio. I mean, Ricky Rubio.
It was Rubio.
Kelly Oubre.
Oubre, all right. He a piece.
I think about four
Yeah.
four players, I believe.
All right, man.
He a role player. He a piece.
All right, like we gotta just relax. Like when we say these players, like
He's not terrible.
what I'm
Doesn't
saying
say
is it's just trade fodder.
he's a starting caliber player.
Just trade
Both
fodder.
of them are.
So they got the Suns got Chris Paul, and it was reported by Anthony Puccio that they have a verbal agreement. I don't know, he had to say his name. They have a verbal agreement that James Harden is going to the Brooklyn Nets. So my question is, out of all those trades, which one is the best?
I mean, if James Harden get traded, it's him. But
You think so?
since he,
I got something to say about that.
I don't think so.
I've been killing Russell Westbrook the last 2 or 3 years,
Let me say this real quick before you say that.
and he single-handedly has blown up 2 franchises.
Oh my God!
Like, he is terrible. Can we say how terrible he is?
He's not.
He single-handedly blew up 2
That's not true.
championship level quote-unquote franchises.
That's not
Can we
true.
say that?
Can I say
Oh
something?
my God! If y'all not gonna admit it now,
Now listen.
I don't know when you admit it. It's
I-
just insane. He's terrible.
I will say this.
Overrated. One of the most overrated players and the worst MVP of all time. We can keep going.
The quotes. Now I will say this, that they did say that Victor Oladipo and Russell Westbrook has no trade value, but so, I don't know.
No trade
I
value
think
for
nobody
the
wanted to
have
MVP.
no trade
He's
value.
terrible.
But I will say this. I don't think
that's tough. That's tough.
That is tough. I don't understand how Russell Westbrook doesn't have trade value. Like Russell Westbrook is still a top 10 player in basketball as we speak.
I've been telling you, like
I've been screaming. Oh my god! He needs to accept the fact that he's a 3-man and he's not a 1. He want to be a 1. He's not. Go be a 1 for Charlotte or Orlando. Sure, go do your Thug Dizzle. You're not gonna make it out the first.
You
round.
cannot name 10 players better than Russell Westbrook, but that's neither here nor there. No, you can't.
Oh, I can. But I'm
name
not gonna do it now. Do it for another show.
Name them.
I can.
Name them.
I can put up a list. It's a lot of them.
You can put up a list. I can put up stats. But anyway,
I could put up a lot of them that I take over Russ. A lot of them.
So are we all saying that James Harden that is the best trade?
Yeah, if he go to Brooklyn, Kyrie. I mean, I want to see how that works because there's a lot over there. Because D'Antoni's the assistant, Steve Nash. You got Kyrie ball handler.
Hold on, D'Antoni is the assistant over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
D'Antoni and Amari.
And Stoudemire.
I knew that. I knew that.
It's Phoenix.
Wait, time out. I knew that, bro. That is insane.
That's not for Mills. But yeah, it's interesting over there. Especially, I think it's gonna be done. I think Woj said it too. So Woj said, yeah. I believe it. So yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting to have Kyrie. It's gonna be better because it's pretty much gonna be OKC, but it's gonna be Kyrie instead of shitty Westbrook. But so I think they're gonna do better. And
Russell Westbrook has always been a better player than Kyrie Irving.
Never. I'll take Kyrie right now.
Oh my God, yo, y'all be killing me. My only thing is when OKC lost in the finals, it was because of James Harden. It wasn't because of anybody but him, and that's a fact. You can ask anybody. You can ask the Miami Heat. That's why I let me say this:
why James Harden leaving Houston? Because of Russell Westbrook.
No, James Harden is leaving Houston because Daryl Morey left and Mike D'Antoni left.
Why did Daryl Morey? Why did Daryl Morey leave?
Daryl Morey left. Daryl Morey left.
Because of Westbrook.
No. Daryl Morey left because James Harden was going to leave. When they got Paul Silas' son to be the coach, James Harden said, absolutely not. And also for Tita, the owner, his hotels is going down the drain. And so that's why everybody wants to jump ship. That's a fact. I didn't make that up. That's not hearsay. Those are facts.
But if Daryl Morey didn't make this crazy trade.
He didn't make a crazy trade. He got Russell Westbrook.
It was terrible. It was a terrible trade.
Okay.
If you can't recoup none of that value, I mean, it's probably you probably did some terrible.
You can't trade him. Nobody's going to give you no draft capital for Russell Westbrook. Nobody wants him.
Nah, the Knicks and the Charlotte won. They said they
for
got.
Who?
They said they have a
for
little,
Julius Randle.
They
said
for
Kevin Knox.
Listen, Kevin Knox, Frankie Smokes, Frankie Nicotila, whatever his name is. It's a couple players. Who else? Who I'm missing?
Russell Westbrook.
Alonzo Trier. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Just throw all of them in there.
And two first.
They say Alonzo was the best one-on-one player in the league.
I don't know who said that.
Who
Tony said that?
Mills, what you think?
I think it looked good on paper. The question is, can they last the entire season? Kyrie's been hurt numerous times down the stretch. KD's coming back from a huge injury. It can change his game. Not saying it will because we know how great KD is, but it can potentially change his game. And you have 3 players that demand the ball. We see KD can take the back seat. Kyrie said he left a situation that he had because he wanted to be quote unquote that top player, that person that everybody
he's a clown.
You know what I mean? And then you bring James Harden that has that same mentality, you know what I'm saying? That he's that guy. If they gel, which they can.
Name.
But I don't think they will.
Great players
Kyrie,
do great.
Is Kyrie running point guard?
What'd you say, Rat?
Great players together do great.
No, they don't. That's not true. Steve Nash, Kobe Bryant, and
old as
oh my God,
he was 40 years old.
First of all, Steve Nash was not 40 years old. Stop that. Stop it. He was not 40 years old.
Steve Nash played all of 20 games with the Lakers. What are you talking about,
They
Sam?
were terrible.
Steve Nash had the Larry Bird back. Steve Nash was laying down half the game.
Terrible.
Name another one.
Kyrie Irving, Jason
Carmelo,
Tatum,
Gary Payton, Shaq, and Kobe,
and Jaylen Brown.
Shut up, bro.
Oh my God.
You comparing that to KD Westbrook and Kyrie? I'm not Westbrook. He's trash. Harden and Kyrie?
Listen,
Come on, bro.
I'll guarantee you this.
That's 2 MVPs and a Finals MVP.
Listen,
Not a Finals guy.
if the trade go through, I guarantee you this: they will never make it to the finals.
That's a stupid to say.
No, it's not.
Who is Mills? Who run the point over there? Is Harden gonna run it?
I mean, Kyrie has a run point.
Why does that? Like everybody's gonna dribble the ball up the court. Y'all know that.
I mean, we know that, but on paper, Kyrie would probably be classified as the point.
Well, on paper, but
And then not to mention,
it's who gets the rebound. Who gets the rebound?
Not to
That's
mention
who's running the ball up the court. Who gets the rebound?
Not to mention, you do have 2 players on the court who never will ever play defense ever. And KD probably would never play defense again because he messed up his Achilles, so he's done with defense. You know that.
They are.
He's done. He'll never play defense.
They got shot blocker.
Are you talking about the person that you think you're talking about?
Who?
DeAndre Jordan
and Jared Allen.
Jared Allen has to go. You cannot have James Harden there if Jared Allen doesn't go. So he's not going to be there. Dinwiddie is not going to be there. Karis LeVert's not going to be there. Jared Allen's not going to be there. All 3 of them are gone.
Maybe.
No, it's not a maybe. It's a fact. That's in the trade. That's the verbal agreement.
Oh, okay. We'll see.
But to say this, we can move on. Chris Paul. That's actually the.
I'm gonna say I can't give mine. I can't give mine.
Oh, you can give yours. I'm sorry, I didn't know you did.
I was gonna say Chris Paul.
No, but you said James Harden was.
Well, I said it's probably James Harden. But
that's what I thought.
Honestly, nobody gave you an answer.
James Harden.
Well, it's probably definitely James Harden. But I like that Chris Paul trade because for so long I feel like the Suns and the Kings, right? They had some talent, but they had all these young players. I like Chris Paul going over there, and hopefully he could help Devin Booker, teach him how to play in the league. Not him, but just get that Suns team in line and have him playing some good ball.
What's the Suns ceiling?
Oh, it's not as high as Brooklyn.
No. Top 4 seed in the West.
And what? They win a playoff series?
Absolutely. They got a top 13. They have a top 13 player in basketball, and Devin Booker.
Okay, so and what's the Brooklyn ceiling?
I mean, obviously the Brooklyn ceiling. If you just put James Harden and Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant together without Kyrie Irving,
that's fine.
That's a
you
final
expect
team.
Them to win the finals.
Yeah, absolutely, without a question. But we have to add in the fact that Kevin Durant is coming off of an Achilles. Actually, to be honest, I think the Dennis Schroeder trade is the best trade, to be completely honest. Oh, you got LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Okay, like I said, LeBron James and Anthony Davis, you add Dennis Schroeder, I don't see how they can be beat.
Yo, shut up.
Yo. So Dennis Schroeder is the piece. That's the
this man.
They just won the finals without Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah.
So you add Dennis.
All right.
So now they going
listen. You add you add Dennis and you get rid of Danny Green. That's addition by subtraction right there, man.
Yeah, it is addition by subtraction. I agree with that.
Garbage.
I agree with that.
No. You and Mel sat here and told us
get a mic.
Let Danny Green shoot all the buzzer beaters.
No, I never said that. I never said that.
Right.
Quote me right.
Y'all got anything else?
Quote me right when you say that.
We don't got nothing else.
He was wide open. If you're an NBA player, you should be able to make a shot.
Quote me right. All right, Priest, go ahead and drop that culture round table, man. We're gonna get into it.
Bust down, I went and bought a new paddock. Money pound, spend it like we never had it. It's perfect timing, put more work into the passion. Now he's shining, leader of the new addicts. Bust down, I went and bought a new paddock. Spend it like we never had it. Put more work into the passion. Now he's shining, leader of the new addicts.
All right, so y'all just heard the culture round table drop. So normally we get into culture, but I just got a text and it said Rockets and Wizards have discussed a Russell Westbrook deal for John Wall.
Bingo! Oh, that's terrible.
They gonna send him to Wizards. They gonna send him.
Yo, Nas text that joint and then he said career ender for Russ.
His career been over. Yo, y'all can't tell me they ain't doing your boy Russ like this, bro.
Yeah,
that's my guy.
That's shady. That's shady though, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't understand why. Like, well, it says this is funny. It says report the Knicks and Charlotte are soft suitors for Russell Westbrook. Why they gotta be soft, man?
I've been screaming this for course not. Nobody want to hear me on the Russell
Yo,
Westbrook.
they gotta relax, man.
Oh,
But Russell Westbrook is
Yo,
definitely a top
I'm
50 player all
crying.
time.
Yeah,
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Oh my god.
No, he's not.
All right, man. All right, Mike.
No, he's not.
Mike, can you move on?
Yo.
Because
Oh my God.
we're gonna have to agree
So-
and disagree on that one.
Yo, I'm crying. We definitely gonna disagree on that one, preach. But I definitely know we're gonna disagree on this versus because I can't wait. I'm probably the most excited person on this joint about this because I know Rad don't really mess with Gucci. I know he like Jeezy. I'm a fan of both. I play both. They both. If you hop in my car, it's a great chance I'm playing Jay-Z, Jeezy, Gucci, or Cam. So that's usually what I ride to. So for this versus, I'm excited. I'm taking off Friday. I'm gonna take off Friday anyway. It's gonna do a versus. But it added to it. I was like, oh, the versus Thursday, Friday, Thursday. Man, I'm calling it off. I was like, I said it's a Thursday night game. Who playing?
Yeah,
I'm
say
calling
less.
off. Now I got to use my vacation days or you lose them. And I get with Christmas and Thanksgiving, and I'm losing days, but I can.
Oh
use
yeah, that meme was going around like everybody use your PTO.
Yeah, I don't care about you.
I don't care.
They
Use your
don't care about
PTO.
you. I'm using my PTO.
sure.
I'm using it. So I'm gonna be good. So I know I'm gonna talk a lot about this, but so before I do, I'm gonna ask y'all. The initial verses was Jeezy versus T.I. But why it got scrapped, I have no idea.
I know why.
Dude, okay, Rad, why do you think it got scrapped?
Because T.I., I mean, it was gonna be a big L for T.I., bro.
What?
No, it was gonna be a big L for T.I.
Are y'all? All right, man. We just
Preach, you muted, preach. You pretty.
That's good because nobody want to hear me.
You
Y'all-
know,
y'all-
want to hear that.
no.
Y'all don't want to hear that.
Are y'all serious? Ti was gonna lose to Young Jeezy.
100%. Can Rad finish his point?
Please.
Are you
Well,
serious? Bro,
Rad
yes.
finish his point.
Yes, it was gonna be a big L. I think T.I. it was just it was a bad matchup for T.I. I think T.I. like maybe like a Luda. I don't know, a different.
Y'all are
They said he
wild.
going
Jeezy
against
is
Wayne.
more. Jeezy is
December.
who?
Who?
They said
T.I.
going
and
with
Wayne?
in December.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Before we do that, because we're gonna talk about. who
Yo,
we want to
somebody
do,
tell
right?
T.I.
Yeah.
to
yeah,
go and
hold
sit
on.
down,
Come
bro.
on.
Yeah, hold
Yo,
on. That.
Mills, hold that. Mills.
Hold that.
Jeez. Wow.
Yo,
That just
T.I.
Hey, Rad, ignore that.
Okay.
We'll come back to
Ti
that.
is really good. I like Ti. Got classic. Ti is one of the.
Ti has
he's
more
one of the
classic albums than Young Jeezy. That's a fact.
It doesn't matter about classic albums. I'm talking about 20 songs.
Oh
and
my
hood,
gosh, what are we talking
20 songs,
about, man?
hood classics. Will go off in the club. Jeezy go off in the club more than Ti.
I'm going to be.
It's not even close.
First of all,
It's not even
if we're
close.
talking about a versus battle, because it's going to lean into this battle that we're talking about right now. T.I. has 10 times way more popular songs than that man. Like, it's not even close.
So what?
And when you're
So
but
what?
who is the judges?
The
the culture. What are you talking about? The culture. I don't care about his dead and gone with Justin Timberlake. I don't care.
Yeah,
Nobody care about
Blur
that.
Lines? Blur Lines was gonna ring off.
Who cares? Who cares?
Blur lines don't
You-
ring off.
If Jeezy dropped,
On there? What are you talking about?
Just live
I'm
your
a-
life.
No, yo,
Hey,
I'm a-
hey,
I'm a-
hey,
I'm dead.
are y'all serious? Like, are y'all
That's not
serious?
ringing off.
I'm
That's
gonna
not
keep.
ringing off.
How is that not ringing off? That's one of the greatest
I'm a-
songs of the last 20 years.
On the
What are you talking
verses.
about?
On the
I'm a dead.
verses.
Daddy going to lead one of the greatest songs of all
On the
time.
verses.
What are you
bro.
talking about?
On the
It's a great
verses,
song.
bro.
All right,
But
man.
Jeezy
Blood.
gonna drop that hood culture classic stuff, bro.
You whatever you like, it's not gonna hit the same with Jeezy.
What are y'all-
hitting his
All right,
joints, bro.
all right, I'm
bro,
gonna be
we
honest.
seen this, bro. We said
Y'all
the same thing
wildin'.
with Fab. We said the same thing with Fab.
No,
Jada-
first
Jada
of
went
all,
to the street, bro.
Ti songs and Fab songs are not even on the same wavelength.
I'm
What
just
are y'all
saying,
talking
but,
about?
but I'm saying Fab. We thought Fab was gonna wash Jada because he had the hits. Until
No,
we got there,
Jada had the hits. It's just they was somebody else's hits. Like that's what happened.
But Jada run wild rounds that was his verses because the streets spoke. Fab was playing whatever he was playing. The streets wasn't messing with it.
Fab.
Everybody was messing with Jada.
Listen.
We seen this, bro. Ti Rubber Band Man with a hit. Ti have songs.
No, he
T.I.
has
has
way
songs.
more songs.
But
But-
Ti
But we
went
talk
more
about the
pop.
streets. Yeah,
he went more pop. He got more pop stuff, crossover. But Jeezy is
Y'all,
telling you, y'all-
just say
y'all
this.
crazy.
Just say, I'd rather you say I don't know what T.I. has, because y'all wilding right now.
T.I. is
Yeah.
great. This is not.
Y'all
I don't want to
wildin'.
say T.I. is not great. T.I. got stuff.
That's
T.I.
not even.
got
It's.
hits,
I don't think it's.
obviously, but I think in the verses, based on what we've been going by, I think Jeezy stuff gonna hit different.
Sam
Wow.
never been in a club
saying.
and that T.I. really jumped off.
That's
You
not
know what
true.
I'm saying?
That's not true at all.
What? It's name a T.I. set. There's no T.I. sets in the club.
Are you kidding me?
Like a Jeezy set, it's not.
Yo, y'all got T.I. like just
Yeah, I don't
like,
care
oh
what-
my
maybe,
god.
Maybe I don't know what club.
Yeah.
Like Swagger like us.
Maybe,
bro,
maybe
it wasn't gonna do
features.
it. Bro.
Maybe I'm not gonna discount T.I. features. He got a lot of features, but I'm talking
feature,
about, but they can play features too.
Yo.
My
Y'all
thing
is
is this.
wildin'.
T.I. is the better artist. I'm not here to argue that.
Okay.
But we talk about a 20 song verses. Jeezy got the hood classics, and that's who's gonna be in there.
It's a preference. I think no, it's okay.
That's who's gonna be in there, bro.
I guess.
You know,
I'm saying.
But we-
like
we-
you said,
we-
Blur
and
Lines
females,
wasn't
no,
gonna hit.
trying to be funny.
Okay.
Jeezy got the females.
Okay, so
bro.
let me
You know that.
Okay, let me.
Yeah,
Jeezy
so
got the
I-
females, bro.
Jeezy
But
got
we
what?
don't-
Wait, what females do Jeezy got? Because the ones that I don't ever want to
Yo,
talk
Sam,
to.
Sam,
I'm just
Sam,
keeping it
I don't
with
know,
you.
Sam.
I don't ever want to talk to
Sam,
anybody.
yo,
You're not
Sam-
living where we live,
Yeah,
Sam.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
Now
Nah,
that's
nah,
now you
T.I.
make
does
okay.
not have, bro. You're a
T.I. don't got.
Yeah, he
All
bugging.
right, I don't know what y'all
bro,
talking about.
females
No.
is going with Jeezy. We know that.
What
Everybody
females?
know that.
What females?
My
'Cause
wife going with Jeezy, bro.
My bruh, everybody.
Listen.
Nobody. What? Bro?
I don't.
I
wanna-
think I agree. I think because everybody on my Facebook, my Twitter, even a Joe Button podcast was like, "Yo, it's gonna be a tough one for Ti because
It's tough.
when you start matching up the 20 songs,
Joe Button said
the,
that
the mood when Jeezy dropped a lot of his joints would have been just different. It would have been different. I don't think it would have been a good matchup to me.
Yeah,
I think Ti need to go up against
I think it was a good
somebody else.
matchup. Yeah,
I
Gucci's
don't
better
think,
matchup.
I think that's why they 86'd it.
Who
So
do
I
y'all-
do want to get into this matchup then.
who do I got
Yeah,
winning?
let's get into it.
Mills, you ain't said nothing. You got something, or you want me to go? Cause I can go because I've been texting Nas and Tony for like all week since this news got announced because I'm torn.
No, you definitely can go because I already told y'all a couple shows back what I do when I get in a car. I hit Spotify, Pandora,
Yeah, some nonsense.
iHeartRadio, top R&B hits,
Just name all
top
of them.
hip hop
Just name all of
hits.
them.
Check our podcast out on all these platforms.
Yeah.
you
Just
name all
keep
of them.
just
All
keep
right,
naming everybody.
all right.
All right. So I'll go first then because I'm probably the biggest Gucci fan here.
Unfortunately.
And I know me and Rad, we talked about Jeezy probably 10 years ago.
That's
Jeezy.
why you lost weight. That's why you went on that weight loss joint.
Oh no. Shout out to Gucci and Jeezy. They both lost weight. I know Jeezy came to Norfolk State and Rad was like, "Yo, Jeezy got a head." Yo, he was like, "Yo, Jeezy got a head."
No, you just was at Norfolk State. That's what it was.
Nah,
No.
them just ran off.
No,
so,
them just ran off.
Oh my
So
god.
for me,
Yo.
so-
No, Sam don't know. You don't know, Sam.
he
You
don't know,
gonna
he don't
find
know.
out.
Yo, Sam,
I don't know
yo,
what.
yo, yo,
No,
yo,
I
Jeezy's
do know.
funny.
I do know. And let me say this: rest in peace to my man Mark Horn. Rest in peace to Mark, because in high school, Mark Horn was 17. He was this
First
like
rock.
he literally used to play this all the time. This in Waka Flocka. It was just trash music. But you can say what you got to say, Mike.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and finish what I'm saying for you derail me with some negativity.
'Cause I'm about to wall out.
I don't need any of that stuff right now while I'm talking. So for me, it's almost similar to how the Jeezy Ti, right? That I think Gucci, he got the streets. Like that is like that whole Gucci run, the mixtapes. He's put out a mixtape. I was going to King City every week, get a new Gucci mixtape.
He definitely
Like-
got the volume game.
So for
Volume
me,
is wrapped up. Yeah.
That's
for me, it's going to be tough, right? Because even though I like Jeezy more, Gucci going to be a little bit more nostalgic because Mark Horn riding in a car with Money and Nas. Like I'm gonna have stories for these Gucci songs.
Mhm.
Like we didn't ride out to Jeezy as much doing stupid stuff. We rode out to Gucci a lot. Obviously, we listen to Gucci do some stupid stuff. So for me, Gucci gonna be a little bit more nostalgic. Kind of like, yo, me and Money was wilding when this. So I'm gonna have that going, but I'm just excited for this joint. I'm taking off. I'm going to the liquor store. I'm gonna be in my zone. I asked Angie to watch it with me. I don't know if she is. I'm throwing it on the bigs. I'm not watching this on my phone. I'm hooking up to my speakers, and I'm blasting this joint. So I'm locked in for the 3 hours.
I think this is really good. This might be one of the best. This might be one of the best ones they got. This is really good. A really good matchup. Even though I'm going with Jeezy, but I know how relevant and how powerful Gucci sound is, and as far as like even females love Gucci, bro. The gut when he was fat Gucci.
Females are y'all?
Yo, Sam, you not. I don't know why you just haven't been on timeline.
Sam wasn't outside.
Different timeline. Yeah, he was outside.
No.
But listen, but face tatted. No, face tatted, big stomach Gucci. Like people, like I understand that.
I'm saying hood girls.
Who girls we was around, bro. It doesn't matter. But I understand the love for Gucci. I understand Gucci as far as volume. He was consistent. He just brought out. It was music. It was always new Gucci. It's always new Gucci. It's always new Gucci. But I think I'm gonna go with Jeezy. I think he got the songs that hit more, and it's still on the level of the Gucci. I understand. I think Gucci definitely is way more. I guess I'm not gonna say niche, but he way more. Gutter, like he mixtape, that around that mixtape stuff, everybody had to go mixtape and stuff like that. And Jeezy not as he is too, but not at the level as Gucci was. But not the level of Gucci far as like really mixtape every week. Mixtape every week. That was
like he's not. He's not. He's not because Gucci did that to himself. He was a pariah, right? And so I think that what happened was Jeezy just got the backing of BMF, and it pushed him in a different light. And he was just more personable after a while.
So, Patrice, before you go, Rap, I'm probably gonna go Jeezy too. But the only thing about this is, like, Fab didn't play any mixtape stuff. I don't think so. I don't know if Gucci can play mixtape stuff.
He can.
Right. Clear. He can.
Gucci didn't have. He had stupid beats. He didn't sample anything.
No, but it's going. Oh, okay.
You can play mixtape stuff because it's like Zaytoven made it, not. Like,
I was let's say I thought Fab was gonna pull out all his mixtape,
but all that stuff was sampled though. All that stuff was sampled.
Was all of it? Like, we gotta do one song.
A lot of Fab songs is sampled.
Soul tape. A lot of it is
all that sampled.
Yeah,
it was literally.
He got funeral service. I can't remember.
Time about. Did y'all just see Mills?
Yeah.
You do not know Mills. Stop lying.
What you mean?
I'll say this.
Yep. Get out of here, Bill.
I'll say this.
Yeah.
I'll give you this. Styles do make fights, and this Gucci against Jeezy is the matchup that everybody wanted to see. Like that's a fact. Like everybody wanted to see this matchup. They didn't want to necessarily see T.I. and Jeezy, even though I think T.I. would have probably won that. But it would have been terrible. But it wouldn't have been terrible. But I'll agree. And for me,
13-7.
Yeah, right. T.I. would have won landslide. For me, this is why it's so interesting because I don't have a dog in the race. Neither one of them is, it doesn't really mean anything to me. And to be honest, I was never one of like a Gucci person. Like I never saw it. Like it never got to me. I understand what
you wasn't outside.
No, that's not true. I understand what his songs do. I understand when you hear those in a certain environment. Like I that's fine, but I'm not in that environment. So like I'm 28 and I don't go to the club anymore. Like
come on, man! Don't give me that. Gucci came out when we 16. Don't give me you 28. Don't put an old man card on me like Gucci.
No, what I'm saying is I'm not in that mind frame anymore. Like I don't ride around with Money, Mike, and Nas doing stupid stuff.
But it's gonna be nostalgic.
Saying, no,
Mike said it's nostalgic.
I understand that it is, but I'm just saying it. Like that hitting in the club is still going to be different. I'm going to remember how it hit. But it's still but hearing that in that setting, it makes the song better. Hearing that in my home, like, damn, that was stupid. Well, I don't know why I like that song. But that's neither here nor there. Personally, for me, I think what edges Jeezy out is the fact that he got Hove on multiple tracks. In my opinion, like the fact that he got Hove, I was just listening to those songs the other day. Like,
I listened to I Do like 2 hours ago. Andre 3 Stacks went crazy on that.
He did.
Yo, Andre 3, he crazy.
Hove,
he got the features.
Like when he played,
Jeezy got the features.
When he plays "Seen It All."
Seen It All is crazy.
Goodness, like he need to play Hove verse. He don't need to play his verse. He need to play Hove verse, like because Hove.
Maybe a little bit,
but he
maybe
should though. He actually should.
Hove. They got the call. They're gonna clear that with Hove.
It should be.
You have to clear that with Hove.
Personally, I do think it's gonna be a good battle. I think Gucci gonna pull out all the stops, but it's gonna be a good battle though. So
Rap probably the only one that know about this. Is Gucci going to play the song when he tells Jeezy to go dig his partner up?
No.
Cause that's gonna get wild.
That's off
because Gucci just retweeted somebody that said that with crying faces.
They not. So
I don't know.
He can't do that.
Yo, that'll get
It's gonna be
turned up.
Yeah,
it's gonna be security there because everybody know it's tension. It's natural tension.
No, that's more than tension.
That's beef.
I know
That's murder beef. Yeah.
I know. I'm just
That's
saying,
not
but I
tension,
think.
nigga. That's
But I'm
beef.
saying Jeezy
I'm
just
surprised
signed.
they doing this.
Jeezy just became executive at Def Jam. Like Jeezy on a whole different level. He got, he about to be
Right.
engaged.
Right. Stop. Like, you can stop.
Yo, if somebody tell me go dig my partner up, I don't care what I got going on in
No,
life.
Jeezy not about to mess up the back. Jeezy is CEO Jeezy right now. Y'all saw the James St. Patrick next to Biden picture.
Yeah, I know.
He full CEO. He full CEO.
I hear you.
Full CEO.
But go, you're still killing people.
Yeah, I hear you, but I'm not with you, Rat, because
He full CEO. He not messing up the back.
I don't know if Gucci. Like, I'll say this: if he doesn't,
He wouldn't do this. He wouldn't take on the verses if he's gonna mess up the back. Why would you do this?
But that's not messing up the bag.
Gucci probably said that he ain't gonna do it until he drop that joint, and he dropped that joint and then all that out the window.
I think he should
Jeezy
play.
not
I think they
messing up
should play
the
all diss tracks.
Nah.
I'm with it. I'm with it. Like, if y'all with it, let's be with it. But like, we can shake each other hand and say we're gonna play all these songs.
If they know they're gonna play it,
let's play all these songs.
Don't the corner back.
And I think
door.
Jeezy different too. I mean Gucci different
Gucci,
too.
yeah, Gucci married
They both
now.
different.
But it's
they both got kids. They both
Gucci
happy
said
about that
he's
baby.
different. Yeah, he said he was
He
different.
different. You can see, he different. It's his clone. He a clone now. So it is.
But this is happening Friday, right?
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
Now I'm taking off Friday. That's why. Remember,
I don't.
it's happening Thursday.
So what, you taking off Friday because?
I'm about to be out of my mind.
Oh my God,
I'm about to be
that's not that
drunk.
serious.
I'm about to be yo crazy.
Okay.
I'm turning up nostalgia. It's about to kick in. I guarantee you, once that joint hit, Rag gonna go back to his Norfolk days. It's gonna be instant. It's gonna be instant.
It's gonna be lit.
Woo. So Mills. So like obviously like you not into
He's the wrong person
the
to
same
ask.
stuff, the stuff that we into. I'm not asking about that. Like what can Versus do to maybe somebody like you for season 2? Like what's something like they can do for you that's really going to ring off for you? Like what's going to ring off for Mills?
They did.
We already know that. We know that.
there a
No.
basis?
They
We know the
did,
answer,
they did
Mills.
Hezekiah Walker and John P. Key.
Nah. That ain't it.
That
Tell
rung
him,
off.
Mills.
That rung off.
They do mix. I mean, as we can
The
see,
Patty LaBelle Gladys Knight that
that
was
joint
your
was
joint.
trash. I watched
Kirk
that. That
Franklin
was
and Fred Hammond was fire.
Yeah,
Fred was wilding though. He's playing some stuff that he shouldn't have been playing, but it was good. Fred was wilding.
Yeah, but they definitely should mix a little more, R&B, a little more.
I think so too.
Gospel and stuff like that in there.
I think it should be an undercard. Like when and that's not an original idea. I just want to be clear on that. But like we can listen to like Waka and what other artists. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't, and they don't have to do 20. The undercard can be 5 or 10. Like everybody, like I understand.
Yeah, but who gonna accept the undercard? Like as an artist, you gotta cut your ego and know that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, yes, you do.
If Waka still got an ego, like Waka, you can be in the undercard for Gucci and Jeezy.
Or they can have their own day and just have it 10 songs. But Waka probably has 20 songs in my opinion. But that's neither here nor
The
there.
whole album, pretty much.
Yeah.
Nah, he don't got 20 songs.
Waka got 20, dog. Oh no, bro.
Nah,
but
20.
listen.
Nah, it's good. It's gonna be
20's
like
a lot.
It's gonna be like Monica pulling out.
Including features, sure.
Yeah, like, what are you talking about?
Because he got no hands, no nothing being no
What I'm
hands.
saying is, I can name like at least 6 to 7 songs where Waka he gonna win those rounds. So I mean,
but you said 20.
all you gotta do is win 11, right? All you gotta do is win 11 and win the whole thing. That's it. All you gotta have is 11 good songs.
No,
you don't have to have 20.
But if you go
You
to
do
10,
not have to have 20. All you need is 11. Like,
narrative can switch though. Narrative can switch.
No,
narrative can switch, bro.
But if the rounds are already scored before I get to that,
Nah, but they
that's
don't do
all
that.
you
They don't do
need.
that. Who finished better? Who finished better?
I'm gonna deduct some point for Grove Street if you play some BS in the last 10. Like, nah. It's like boxing when you hit below the belt and you lose some points. Like, nah, you lost some points. You lost some
But
points.
who gonna go Waka? Waka in like what, French? Waka French Montana?
That's not bad. Like, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I think we can.
A solid 10.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That would ring off too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it needs to, like, Even on even on the R&B tip, like I think it need even like current artists, like just say so what?
But I think they want to make it for legends and people that achieve something.
So you keep the 20 for them. And then you have the 10 for the like. You just got to be
they
clear
say
about
they
who
gonna
you
break
are.
out the Drew Hills and the 112s and
all of it
and the Jodeci's. I mean, that's gonna be fire.
I think a variety of art. Like just put them in there. Try to figure a creative way to put all these artists in here, right? Like just try to find a creative way to put all these. That's what I would do.
I think they will.
Because and two, I think season 2, man, I don't understand why artists are so scared of this. I mean, I get it. It's a pride thing, and if you lose, but if you lose, so what? Like 2 Chainz lost. I didn't like 2 Chainz. He put up a fight. Now the issue is 2 Chainz lost to somebody we thought he was gonna lose to. Like, right? Mm-hmm. So that was the expectation.
But Fab lost to Jada. We didn't think that.
Yeah, we not. Everybody had Fab. Fab got washed. But it is what it is. It's not like I'm not going to listen to Fab. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it.
But where Fab been since? I ain't going to hold you. Fab been quiet.
but everybody been quiet.
Oh, I'm just saying Fab been quiet. No feature, no none.
My thing, like, if you really like a rapper, like, you gotta have the utmost respect for Jada. Like Fab can't be walking around hurt. Yeah. He lost to Jada.
I don't think he is.
Yeah.
And he lost because of his DJ. That's not solely, but his DJ was terrible.
Booth
was terrible.
Lost,
he was legit terrible.
DJ Booth. For me, what can Verzuz do? I guess for matchup wise, who do I want to see?
Yeah, who do you want to see?
That new edition. That
new edition
would be fire. I don't know who they would go up against because
I don't think that's fair.
Is they got solo joints that they can do.
That's not fair.
They got a lot of music.
Like, to be honest, I'm gonna keep it
who they would go up against.
They would have to go up against like, and he can't.
Two groups? Can you do 2 groups?
Whatchamacallit can't be in here. Then they have to go up against an individual. No, an individual, and he can't be in it because of he's a nasty person.
Yeah, but I want he has. I'm being honest. He has smoked them, but
what?
I don't.
You wildin', Rad. You gotta think. You talk about when you say new edition.
I don't want to keep talking about him, but he would smoke them because he wrote a lot of music. He wrote for
listen,
Michael Jackson.
Listen,
he could throw a Michael Jackson song on, bro.
That's
you know that?
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, you're like, it's different. I'm sorry.
He actually is the GOAT. He actually is the GOAT.
It's different. So let's move on because let's not talk about him.
But let's move. But new edition is very.
He different.
I think they would.
But he is different. Okay, that's
I don't mind seeing groups. I know they talk about Outkast,
new edition, NWA,
but new. Oh my god, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
what's he talking about?
Like like a Dipset G Unit, that wouldn't be totally fair because 50. But like a group, something like that.
What,
like,
your man Cam can't hold his own a little bit?
But
I mean, for sure. But I mean, 50. I mean, Get Rich or Die Trying. I was listening to that earlier.
I'm glad you said that.
It's flawless.
I'm glad you said that, Mike.
I was just talking about 50 earlier. Relax.
Eminem Wayne.
No.
Eminem Wayne.
I think Lil Wayne in Future.
Get the stop. Yo.
Why not?
Y'all need to put respect on one of the greatest rappers
why
of all time.
Why not?
Yo, who's y'all? I appreciate that.
Tell me, can go in 50 though.
Tell me why Lil Wayne M and 50 is that's not even a battle.
Future.
Tell me why. Why not?
Because, bro, don't disrespect my man like that.
I'm not disrespecting him. I'm not. I'm just saying. Tell me why. Why is that not a good battle? You telling me
Lil Wayne deserves greatness next to him, and Future.
See, and that's what I'm. Okay.
Future is great.
Future doesn't have 20 songs.
He probably do, but we're not putting him next to Wayne.
See, that's what I'm saying. But I think Future would get Wayne out of here, bro. I think Future would get Wayne out of here. Tell me why not. Tell me why not.
I do Future and like Nicki Minaj or something. I do that.
He would get Nicki Minaj out of here. That's not even
totally
close.
good. I'm totally good.
I want to hear. I want Fantasia.
You gotta put Nicki. Nicki got to do one.
I want Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson.
I don't want that.
That's what I want.
Wait, think it's yellow all day?
Yeah, I don't want that.
What you mean?
Because if they not singing,
Usher, Chris Brown would be fire. Usher, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown,
I think Usher. You think so, Usher?
Yes.
Like Confessions. You know what Confessions is?
Yes.
It's probably the greatest R&B album of all time.
I agree with that wholeheartedly, but at the same time, like I think
Chris Brown is fire, but he don't have more like Usher song. Usher got I'm a Chris Brown fan. I think Fame, and I think Chris Brown, his first album is a classic, and I think Fame is a classic.
I think,
but Confessions
it's an amazing.
is like
it's
one, up here.
It's
you can't compete.
It's timeless. But
yes.
but I think that is a generational thing. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I know
it is.
I know, but I'm saying like in the comment section that would definitely be generational. Like that would be definitely generational. But I said Meek and Big Sean.
How about Future? Meek and Big Sean?
No.
I don't know. Meek style a little different.
I go Meek.
But like, so what if the styles are? Why do the styles gotta be the same?
I don't like it because it's just
Meek will ring
I
on.
don't like that.
It depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm feeling Meek that day, then it doesn't matter. It don't matter what Big Song play. I don't care about none of that.
What's the better song? No, that's how I'm grading.
But
I heard you saying.
I'm saying what is the better song?
But like no, y'all. But you always tell me about how humans feel.
I agree.
That day, I may just feel like, hold on, wait a minute. I may feel like that. I may not feel like Big Sean.
But hold on, wait a minute. It's gonna win against anything.
What you say?
Is
Dreams and Nightmares? That's gonna win against anything. That song.
I know. I'm just saying though, but all most Meek sales are like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. How about Future versus Migos? Is that? Can we do that?
No, like he's 10 times. He's like Future has to be against a formidable because Future has like 15.
Don't say Wayne. Why would you say Wayne?
Because he will wash Wayne, and that's why I'm trying to. Why name the songs? Name the songs. Y'all gotta start naming these songs. Y'all not naming nothing, and that's my problem.
You're not about to sit here and tell me talk about T.I. and whatnot. And then going to disrespect Wayne. Yeah, like, nah, we're not doing that. Mills, what you about to say?
Name what name Wayne 20
Mills,
songs.
cut him off.
That he can play in the verses because he can't play everything. Remember that. He can't play no ceilings.
Mills, cut him off.
Oh, nobody would talk now.
Mills,
you know.
So don't you know you talk?
Do you know you can play features? You know you can play features, right?
Name the songs.
Yo, from 2006 to whenever, Lil Wayne was just crazy. And I don't know what Pre talking about.
Future can't play features? Y'all want to play the feature game? We can play the feature game.
No, I want to ask Mills.
Yeah, nigga, yeah.
But Mills, what do you think, Mills? Mills, you about to say something?
No.
Talk.
It's about different verses though.
All right, good. I don't want to talk about Wayne versus Future.
It got to be Wayne, Kanye, Wayne, Drake.
Future
Wayne is not in the league of Drake or Kanye West. He is not. Stop putting him in that category.
Yes, he is.
Future just came out with a terrible album. Future just came out with a terrible album with Lil Uzi. I don't want to talk about Future.
My man said it was nice.
Please. Your man must be 14.
No,
go ahead, Mills.
This is the people that y'all like because he like.
Go ahead, Mills.
Do y'all
talk?
I'm talking, please. Bro.
Yes, please. Stop and talk. I'm sick of hearing
preach. Know. Like I said, me and my wife were talking about some verses and stuff like that.
Yo, we can do J. Cole. Nah, I'm just playing.
Do y'all think Beyonce?
Never.
She's never doing
it. If it ain't coming out on Tidal, it ain't doing it. It ain't doing it.
No, I know she will. I know she won't do it. But I'm just saying, do you think Beyonce and Alicia Keys is a bad versus?
No,
it's a terrible versus.
Beyonce will wash her. It will be bad.
She'll wash her.
That's why I'm saying that Future.
Beyonce got it, and I think Beyonce got to do like a Mary or a Mariah type.
It got to be Beyonce. Know, but it got to be Beyonce versus Jay-Z, and Beyonce probably gonna win.
You crazy?
Yeah,
how is Beyonce beat Hov? What? Like y'all hear y'all? So y'all gotta stop. Yo, we gotta stop this.
No, we gonna put some respect on Beyonce name.
We gotta put some respect on Hov name. I would say Hov.
I love Hov.
What I would do is I would do Hov and Dr. Dre, and Hov will probably get washed.
Oh, because Dr. Dre just played all the beats he made for everybody, or the songs he made.
But that's not fair.
No, it is. I would do Hov and Dr. Dre, or Dr. Dre and maybe.
That's not fair.
Why? How is that not fair?
Do Dr. Dre and Kanye then.
Oh, I like that.
That one thing, but Ye gonna play a lot of his songs.
No,
his rapping songs.
Nah.
Yo,
somebody gotta pick the 20 for Ye.
Nobody's beating Dre in a producer battle, bro.
That's not true.
Yeah, no.
All right, we gotta get off this topic. We get into.
I do want to get to that T.I. and Lil Wayne because if y'all say that's coming, Priest. So do you like that?
I think that's a formidable matchup.
Yo, shut the.
The only issue is I don't understand. Like y'all have.
disrespecting Lil Wayne.
No,
to
we're
the
not.
fullest extent.
No, we're
Yo,
not.
for one, Lil Wayne haven't had a good verse until Benny.
That's what I'm trying to
since
say.
No Ceiling.
They said
Like, this dude
they
is
said
garbage.
December 17th. That's what it said on Facebook. December
Like,
17th.
Lil Wayne made garbage for like 15 years, and nobody wants to talk
All
about
those
it.
garbage verses is probably better than every Ti verse ever made. So how about that?
Mike, you can move on because like Rat is
How about that?
he's irrational. He's irrational about Lil Wayne.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Lil Wayne. Like, do y'all know? Like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Yo, they called T.I. the Jay-Z of the South. So
Yo, tip
All right.
pause. But T.I. is nice. But anyways, we can move on.
it's not. It's probably not one versus I would pick T.I. in because I'm not a T.I. fan at all.
Yeah, and I'm not
T.I. got-
I'm
T.I.
not
got
a Lil Wayne fan at all. Like not even in the slightest. Dude is garbage.
All right, so we avoided this topic. Not say avoided, but we talk sports, talk this versus. We gotta talk, issues in our community, right? Right, because in January we want to start a series where we bring on specialists that know more about these issues than we do, right? Because we want to help. We want to talk about issues, talk about ways we could fix issues, and hopefully y'all hear something that one of our guests says, one that we say, and y'all take it, and we just know one person at a time to try to help our community, get us in a better place. Because Raz say all the time, is probably and Priest does too. It's not gonna come from the president. It's gonna come from local level. It's gonna come from us, community, out. So we're gonna talk about some issues. We all gonna bring one to the table, and we're gonna talk about it for a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. So Mills, you start us off, bro. What you want to bring to the light?
What I'm bringing is single family households, especially in the area that I grew up in. Shout out Cold Spring, you already know. There is a lot of single family households. Sometimes by choice, sometimes it just happens. You got a lot of people that they start out young having children, and they have children, people they don't feel like they're going to spend the rest of their life with. So they end up having that single family household. I'm going to live in the east side of Buffalo. So you got, situations where the person you had a child with may be incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? So there are different reasons why you can have a single family household, but it is something that is a major impact in the Black community. So why? In the Black community, maybe I don't know. I think more so, it's choices, right? A lot of people in the Black community make sometimes the wrong choice.
Well, I'm not asking you why single family households exist. I'm saying why what's the issue with them?
I mean, I don't really think it's that bad of an issue with it, but I think that when you have a household where you have both parents, that there is a chance that your child may grow up in a different way compared to a single family household. For instance, you have a mother and a father, have a child, and the child goes stay with their mother Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then they with their dad Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. And they may go on a date together as a group on one of the other days. But I think you don't get that right mix, that right gel, with your child that you should have or what you could have when everybody was together. Us four, we had the luxury of having a two-family household compared to somebody else that may have, they just stand with their mother, or they stand with their father, and they don't get that support that we may have got. They don't get those life skills that we may have got together. And it's kind of like you're going in different avenues because your father, your mother may have different teaching methods. They may have different ways that they see things and they approach situations and stuff like that. Compared to when you're in a household with both your mother and your father, you can get both things at the same time and kind of put them together to find out what works best for you.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's the greater impact is like not a father not being involved in your life at all. I think that fatherless homes is, when you look at the statistics, that it correlates with a lot of crime, or correlates with a lot of like dropouts, crime, not finishing school, jail, all those things where, you know, a lot of black men end up, you know, it comes from the father not being in their lives. I don't know if it's a distinction between just being separated, like the mom and dad not being
Like
together,
co-parenting,
or is it, you know, literally just not having your father in your life, or you know, I think it's probably, I will lean towards the latter, just not having your father in your life. And it is it's a big issue, you know. It's a correlation to it. It's a correlation to, you know, what I said, all the crime, and just and putting the pressure on the mom or the father. Usually single motherhood is what we talking about in the black community, but I think it's more of it's actually, if you look at it across the board, it's actually happening more so in white families as well, right? It's a black issue for sure, but for some reason it's becoming an issue across the board. But it's definitely been affecting our community the most. And when you just look at it, it's a direct correlation. You just see, you know, how do we figure that out? You know, what transpired, you know, all the things, all the government issued things, all the laws passed that broke up the family home, the black family. And it's a trickle down thing, but we got to figure out a way for either to have, like, teach up young men on what's the proper way to raise a family, to have a family, raise a family, to what family means, how to provide. And we got to figure out a way. I don't know how you make, like, what's in the psyche of a man to have a child and not want to be a part of their life. You know what I mean? I don't know. I was happy enough to have a father that was a part of my life. I have kids, I'm a part of their life. So I don't know what brings somebody to the point where you have kids running around, you're not a part of their life. You know, I don't know what that is, but we got to figure that out. You know, why is that so prevalent in the black community, and we got to tackle from there.
Yeah, I think, I agree, Rad. Like you see it, you know, primarily we're talking about father not being around. And I guess I would have to look this up, but I'm curious to see the stats on, like, how, like, girls grow up while having their father versus boys growing up not having their father, because it probably is a greater impact on the boy. But I don't know that. I'd look that up, because when we talk stories, right? Your dad talked about the handwriting. He talked about the red light district. Like, you know, you spent time with your dad. My dad was my basketball coach growing up. You know, Males talked about his dad in a barbecue. Priest talked about his dad, how much he loved his dad, and, you know, we know how great he is. So just not having that, and just show you what a man should be, right? Like, you know, we argued about gender roles earlier, but at the end of the day, I hate when I hear black women tell black men what a man is. Like, oh, well, you should do this to be a man. It's like, you can't tell me what I need to do to be a man. You've never been a man. So having a man or having a father in a child's life, especially a young boy's life, like, it kind of, you know, keeps them on straight and narrow, scared. A lot of times the mom got to work 2 or 3 jobs, the son doing whatever, the daughter doing whatever. Men, the boys, they get into gang life because, you know, they feel like they got to make money, especially if you're the oldest. So you definitely see correlation between the fatherless homes and, you know, the children growing up with, you know, whether it's crime, whatever case may be, right? Like you talked about. And I think that is a big issue. The psyche, I never even thought about the psyche of the people that just leave, right? That just go, like, my grandmother who just passed away. One day, my grandfather, or no, my dad's sperm donor, he when we went to the store, it never came back. And, like, my grand just had to step up and take care of, like, 8 kids. So what he was going through, I don't know. I kind of don't care. But so when I look at it, I think about, like, you know, incarceration. I think about, you know, murder. Why, you know, the father isn't around. But there's a lot of cowards that just up and leave. And I guess getting to figure out why, I think that would be a big step in helping it, right?
But there's also those females that make that choice to have a child by a person, and then they choose to not have that person a part of their life too. So
a lot of factors. Yep.
Yes. I think we're talking about 2 different issues. Because single parent households, it's not the necessarily the same thing as fatherlessness. Like those are
fatherlessness.
exactly.
yeah, like
father,
those are like two different things.
Yeah, see, I don't think single parent household is not like if your dad is still coming to all your football games and everything. I don't think that's an issue. It's when he's just not around.
Yeah, and vice versa, or if the woman is not around, and then you have the male. That's so. I mean, it is like it's a myriad of a whole lot of things that can cause some issues with this.
Yeah.
But what we do know is from our own experience, we grew up in 2-parent households, and we know how beneficial that is. Like so, like that.
It's not a coincidence that we all went to the same school. We all semi-successful.
Yes, we know how beneficial that is. That is not to say that all people who grew up in 2-family households turn out right or turn out like that. That is not to say that. We're not saying that, nor is it to say that single parent households are people who may not have their father with you don't turn out good, right? So because we see examples.
James.
Yeah, we see. I don't necessarily like when people point to him, but, because he was one of one
outlier.
Like, yeah. But nonetheless, we can name. There's other names like that, right? But I just think it's very nuanced, right? And I think it's case by case, because even people who are products of divorce, like that can turn into a whole nother issue, right? And that could be a single family household, and then you know what I mean. Like so, it's a lot of factors that play into these things. I think that if we can focus on the children, right, in the situation, like making whatever transition they have to make that easier. Trying to get them whatever help that they need. Whether it be, traumatic help as far as maybe talking to somebody about the situation or whatever the situation, I think the focus should be on the children, and then you should try to work your way to the parents, right? I think that you should try to focus on like making this situation, okay for them, and then, you can move on. But I like we said before, like we're just bringing these topics to the forefront. We're talking about them, and then hopefully, we can get somebody on that can lay some things out for us, right? Lay some things out for our audience. But
like you said last show, it takes a village. So
absolutely.
if the father not around, hopefully some uncles, somebody else that can step up.
Yeah, raising children is definitely not an easy thing, no matter if it's 2 or 1. The item the black issue that I have, or that I wanted to bring to the forefront, was health. And actually, it kind of surprised me. I was looking up some things, and one of the biggest things that I seen was that generally people over 65 or older, African Americans, they're actually living longer now, right? So that is like they're actually living longer, but younger African Americans, that 19 to 40 range, they're living with multiple diseases now at early ages, diabetes, high blood pressure, and having strokes. And it was just like, it was very startling. It's like, wow, like the dynamic has changed. So whereas we used to talk about we're not living long enough, but now we are living long enough. But yeah, the younger is dying, not necessarily from like gun violence. Well, I mean, they are dying from gun violence, but they are also dying from like health issues, like legit health issues. And one thing, I just wanted to bring up something real quickly, and we can, whatever you have to say. But as far as young African American men, I think we have to try to force our way to go to the doctor, force our way to get checked up, because so oftentimes we say, there's nothing wrong with me, or
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm
good all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Like your stomach been hurting for a year, but yet nothing is wrong with you. Like,
how about having health insurance? Go.
Yeah, absolutely. Having health insurance.
That's the key.
Yeah. So you
got to get that, and going is obviously key, but having health insurance to go is a lot of a deterrent for a lot of people as well.
Absolutely. So
I know. Okay, I preach.
No, I'm done.
I would say I know. Like it's funny, we talked about Thanksgiving, right? And like earlier, and to me, like how bad do you guys think Black people diets are? Maybe like the older Black people, right? Because like like we hear all the time like Black people kind of eat like soul food started in slavery because we was getting old pig intestines, we was getting old collard greens, and we had to dress them up so that they were edible. Mm-hmm. But that's when you see a lot of the high blood pressure, diabetes, because we put so much, like we make fun of white people all the time because they don't put seasoning in their food, but we go OD with the salt
and sugar.
So like, do you think it need to be a push, like a not an anti soul food push, but like a real healthy soul food? Like, come on, like the mac and cheese don't need 7 cheeses in the auntie. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes and
or
no.
no.
No, not for those big events, in my opinion. I think
the big events is fine.
Well, yeah, for Thanksgiving, but I mean that's Sunday dinner. No soul food. Sunday dinner.
Not for y'all because y'all. Never mind. But but anyways, as far I think honestly I think as far as diets, I think diets are actually the reason why our older African Americans are living longer, because we're very conscious of those things. Like I hear that more so with my older aunt, my aunts and my uncles and you know what I mean, like my parents. It's like my mother's very conscious of what they eat now as opposed to when we were younger.
But most of them get guides though. They get people that tell them, hey, you need to eat this, because they go to the doctor.
No, that's but that's what and let me be clear. That's what I'm saying. Like over time, we start going to the doctor, right? Like that's just over time.
But if you want to start eating healthy when you already got diabetes, right? I know it's too late, but like no, it should have been before.
It is too late. But what I'm saying, as far as diets, like I think for me, Mike, I don't know about y'all, whether people do it or not, but I think with the advent of social media and things like I see so many diet things online and so many people doing this diet and so many people drinking water with kiwi and all this I see
lemongrass, and cherries.
People are trying to educate themselves on that. So I think that, like, as far as the diet is concerned, obviously it's still an issue with people in less fortunate communities. Like they call them food deserts, right? That's one of the things. Like, so I mean, it's like when you go out, you know, in our neighborhoods, all you see is, you know, liquor stores, Family Dollars, and
it's a wealth issue as well.
Corner stores.
McDonald's. Yeah.
So I mean,
it's
like
a wealth issue.
When you say,
Can you afford
healthy?
Can you afford to be healthy? Some people can't afford.
Actually, that's not true. That's not true. No. You can. They actually debunked that. They did plenty of studies where if you go, those foods that you buy at the corner store and those things of that nature, they're actually the prices are comparable. So that's not an excuse.
No, we're not talking about going.
They are. They did multiple studies on it.
Listen. We're not talking about.
Can you get to those stores?
Yes, we talk about. Can you like? Is you gonna go to Whole Foods or you gonna go to your corner store? Because, right, like, do some things say food stamps and EBT? Do some things don't? Like, we talk about, can you afford to do this stuff?
Well, you can afford it. You can afford it, but there is a barrier. Maybe that's what I'm saying.
Whatever.
All that encompasses.
Hold on. I gotta see the study.
I don't know if that's true
because I see McDonald's giving away 7 Big Macs and 5 large fries for $4. Like I have like smoothie spots and different spots. You go there, smoothies are $10. Like I don't know who debunked this or what. What are you talking about?
But what I'm saying is, Mike. So
when you say they debunked, what did they debunk?
What I'm saying is, if the issue is this, it may be a literacy issue as well. Because if you go to a particular store and you plan and you have a budget to say, if you only had, say, $10 to eat that week for even 4
buying
people,
groceries,
yes, and cooking, why women should do that, and buying. I'm just being honest. I'm just saying, like, if you buy these things and you prepare meals, like, to say that you can do it, you can eat healthy.
Yeah, it's very possible.
I think
it's very possible.
I want to be clear on that.
Is it gonna stretch?
Yes, it will stretch.
Yeah, no. Well, let's pause because
buy 2 cans of food, you can stretch the whole year.
Our privilege is showing.
No, it's not.
Because we just talked about all these fatherless homes, right? So if you got a lot of single mothers who live Section 8, they aren't going to Whole Foods to go shopping.
But a
lot of people
go to Tops.
Especially.
Stop selling your food stamps.
I seen plenty of mothers preach wild.
Yeah,
I seen plenty of mothers that may work 2 jobs, get home at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. They're not cooking, bro. They coming home with food.
I understand.
They come home with Little Caesars, hot and ready.
So
I think that's the issue. I think the whole debunking about what's cheaper, it's not even about the cost. Sometimes it's about convenience.
It's about. I think it's about both. It's about. Maybe there's people don't know.
People don't know. I don't know.
It is not cause.
Who Sam say debunk this?
No, what I'm saying is,
I need to see.
First of all, it's not nonsense. It's just common sense. You can eat healthy.
No, it's not.
Yes, Mike, hear me what I'm saying. Do you realize that a can of peas is 49 cents? That is considered healthy. right? So if I buy a can of peas for 49 cents, that's serving of 2 to 3 people. Okay, all right. Is everybody okay with that? Right? Is everybody okay with asking?
Finish.
All right.
Finish.
So if I buy a can of peas, all right, I
Yep.
got the can of peas.
Yep. You got a can of peas.
And then all you gotta do is you can get some chicken, right? You can get some chicken. I can get you chicken for about 79 cents a pound. Come high.
I can get you chicken. So people, you the chicken man.
No,
Sam, shut up.
I'm joking. That was
Yeah,
joking.
you just wildin'.
But you can't. What I'm saying is, I'm being honest. There are a lot of tools out there that you can go to certain stores and you can diet on a budget.
Okay.
Like it's out there.
Yes, if you talk about if you're making your own food.
Yes.
But we got off that, and because you start talking about the McDonald's and going out to eat. For one, the hood don't even got like a lot of green spots.
I agree. That's what I say. A transportation barrier.
It's not about McDonald's and Burger King,
I agree.
Wendy's. Like you're not going anywhere to get this food. So whether it's made, especially like I said, even if you do go to a fast food spot that's green, it's gonna cost you $20 out the door for 2 people. I know because me and Angie go. McDonald's, I could get 7 Big Macs, like I just said right now.
4 for 4 from Wendy's. 4 for 4.
Yeah, like so that's the issue I have, right? If you talk about just buying peas from the store and not put so much salt in them, I agree. That's the price. But a lot of times people don't have the time. Yeah, they don't cook. They don't have the time.
Another thing is about eating healthy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But when you eat healthy, sometimes it's not about what you eat; it's about how much you eat as well, too.
I agree.
And
Calories,
a lot of people don't really eat until they're satisfied. They eat until they're full, and that's a big problem that we have. Because if you eat until you're satisfied, that's when you be starting to eat them small little portions, and it kind of turns a leaf. It turns over to be somewhat healthy compared to, being really unhealthy when you're eating, eating just to eat. You know what I mean? Because your eyes see it. You want to keep consuming it.
Yeah, that's an American.
Your dog hungry right now, Mills. Yeah. You over there potting.
But yeah, that's a Western culture issue. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're just gluttonous, we're overweight, we're obese kids, child obesity.
How many times have we seen poor kids fat?
A lot.
Okay.
A lot. Well, it's because they eating the
junk.
Big Macs.
Yeah, they eating junk.
And a lot of them. Yeah.
So, Mills. I want to see your Thanksgiving plate this year then. Because you always talk about eating till you satisfied. You better have a little
not
small.
saying for himself.
I want to hear Sam. Because Sam gonna have one of his peas.
No, I'm not.
79 cent chicken.
I don't eat like that. I didn't say I eat it like that. I said you can eat like that. I was just trying to make the comparison that you can't. They did studies. You can eat healthy.
That's the issue with the studies. It's not in practice. Yes, we can. I can go to the store, but with a lot of people that we are talking about,
I agree.
It's not okay.
No,
So
I said no.
I don't care.
You're
about
not disagreeing with me. I said no. Brad said financially. I'm saying they said financially. So when people use financial, like obviously if you don't have any money, then you don't have any money. But it like on like they had like $20,000, $25,000 budgets and things of that nature. What people spend on food from that type of budget in those type of situations. They did studies and they said it is possible to eat healthy. It is not. It's not necessarily practical because there are a lot of barriers still. But a financial one may not like that. Like that is something you can kind of figure out. That's all I'm saying. It is possible.
All right. Moving on to the thing I want to bring to the front. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be just gun violence. Gun violence and gun violence in the Black community is very, very, very. It's at whatever scale, whatever graph you're looking at. It's at an all-time high. It's just off the radar. It's blinking red. It's something that we need to figure out. I said last show for Black men in the late mid to late 20s, early 30s, the number one cause of death is homicide. So we all in that range. We all 28. Most of our friends is in that range, 28 to 30 years old, and the number one cause of death for them is homicide, and that's and people not saying that. I don't think that's a common thing that everybody know, and we need to figure that out. And gun violence is, we got like somebody from our city, right? Benny the Butcher from Griselda, who just got shot. Hope he's all well. They're saying he's doing good, stable condition, but he just got shot in Houston. Over some attempted robbery, and we got friends. Mike got Duke on his shirt right now. Rest in peace, Duke. You know what I mean? Gun violence. So, and it's just a big issue that we need to tackle, need to figure out, and I think more attention needs to be put to it. What's happening in Chicago is Chirac and all these stuff that we talk about.
I hate that.
And it's just like it's glorifying whatever it is. And when Buffalo, how it go. We in Buffalo, somebody, we one of those cities that's is a high crime. You know what I mean? And these inner cities, high gun violence, and we just need to put. I think just the amount of attention that the Black Lives Matter put on police brutality, it needs to be a certain movement, or it can be a different branch, or somebody just as prevalent as putting this gun violence in our communities, because we need to fix it. You need to hurry up and fix it. And I don't think no president gonna fix it. So I think it got to start with personal. It got to start with personal agency. It got to be something we do for our people. And it got to start with one kid at a time. You're making sure, and maybe it ties on all the stuff we had. Maybe it ties into fatherless homes. I'm sure it does. You know what I mean? Crime, going out there, figuring out how I'm gonna protect mine, and figure out, fighting over scraps, fighting over the little stuff, the little territory I think y'all got, and going to the game because you're trying to find that purpose in life, and you thinking like, well, these group of people over here look like they got something going on, and that's the only thing I can identify with, and you go in there. You know what I mean? Whatever it is that people go to gangs or go get a gun and use it for. We just need to figure it out, because we're using it on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I know Mike don't like the word black on black crime, and I understand why, but the thing black on black crime, but it is something in the homicides of us killing each other, especially around our age group. Whatever you want to call it is whatever you want to call it, but we need to figure that out immediately.
Normally. So I would say somebody can go after I say this. It's gonna be quick. Rad, the difference, I'm sure you know this, but I'm just gonna say the difference between the Black Lives Matter movement and the gang violence is that the police brutality. I'm sure we're gonna talk about that next show. That can happen to any of us, right? Whereas gang violence is seen to be like, if I'm not in that, then I'm good. Obviously, innocent bystanders get shot all the time. Like
all the time.
Devontae got caught up in a drive-by one day. So I would say but people be like, okay, gang violence is the gang bangers killing each other. So I'm gonna stay out of here. Y'all do y'all. But with the police thing, anybody, I could get pulled over right now and they see a bandana and dreads and think I'm Tookie. So I think that's the reason why Black Lives Matter get so much of a push. And we kind of got not rocked to sleep, but kind of became okay with the gang violence. And like you said, we can't ever be okay with it. We can't ever be okay with it.
I agree. I don't really have much to say. I think it's self-explanatory.
I agree. So yeah, I'm interested in getting somebody on that study this, can explain to us all the reasons, what they are doing, and seeing how we can help. Talking with the youth and everything. But we only 4 people. There's only so much we can do. But I mean, one person is changes everything. For me, I ain't gonna say what it is. It's gonna be a cliffhanger, so you'll have to come back, tune in next week. But I'm gonna say I'm showing some love to my Black queens out there. Make sure y'all tune in next show. We talk about Black men on the show because earlier I said I don't like when Black women tell Black men how to be men. I don't like how we're preachers telling women how to be women. But that's why we do keep to sports, the stuff that we know, because we talk about Black men. No, I don't. You can't.
Why can't I tell a Black woman how to be a woman? I don't understand that. Why? Why can't I tell a Black woman how to be my woman?
No, you do. You can do whatever you want.
All right,
But
make sure.
So I'm saying, but for me, like I said, I don't tell black women how to be black women.
Why?
Don't tell me how to be a black man. Well, I'm saying, because don't tell me how to be a black man. Then. If I'm okay with them telling me that, then I could tell them. You see what's on a two-way street. But I'm saying what I don't like. Preach. That's all. What you do is what you do. I'm saying I don't. So, but mostly we don't really talk about black women on the show. We talk about we talk about issues, right? Well, yeah. But
name of the pod, to each his own.
Oh, wow. So but next week I'm coming. I'm gonna show my black queen some love. So make sure everybody tap in. So we can go ahead and get out of here. Hour 45, so hour 50. So
50.
Hey man, it's been a while since we did that. It felt good.
So quality hour 50 minutes. It's a quality.
I did want to say this before we get out of here. I love my black queens, but fuck Wendy Williams. I'm here to say it. I'm here to say it. Did y'all see that?
She violated.
No.
I didn't see it.
was crazy.
She violated.
Please tell people to stop selling EBT. But
She violated. She violated.
She was mad.
I don't know what she
She was
did.
mad when her.
What did she do?
Mills' mouth gonna be a gate when I say that. Get out of here. Go ahead, Mills.
But you sound like Snoop with Gail King, Mike. You know what I'm saying?
No. Cool. Snoop called her a dog head. That was wild.
Yo, what did she do?
I agree though. She put Benny on the screen, and
she put who?
For one, she made it seem like nobody Benny on her screen on her show.
Talk about him getting shot and made light of it. And said that his car wasn't his. Nobody know about him. So why you talk? It all made no sense. Why you talking about?
And then she was mad when her actual like crew knew who he was and they listened to him. Time after time, and she made it seem like it was a joke, like the whole him being shot.
Because she was stereotypical.
Please,
it was
crazy. Go watch it. It's so cringe worthy.
I'm not watching it.
Like the crowd not really acting. They're not saying anything. It's like last week when King Von got killed, and I came on here and said, like, yo, why is people going on Facebook saying, I don't know who King Von is? I don't know who King Von is. Like, why are you putting Benny up on your screen if you don't know who he is then? Why are you talking about him? So it's funny because Westside put up the gif of Wendy passing out earlier on his Twitter. That was hilarious. But to me, I don't like that. I don't care about Wendy Williams anyways. I don't ever watch her show. I don't have any use for her. But to make light of somebody getting shot, and it's not like he was out there like gang banging, right? He said he put up to a Walmart, boys put up on him, try to sell his chain and stuff, and they shot him. And she thought it was so funny that she thought it was going to be a joke.
She blamed him. She said, "Why would you go out with chains? Why would you go to Walmart in a Rolls Royce?" And you know how it was middle of the day. It was 2:00. Like she said she don't think the Rolls Royce is his. It's probably not his car because his name Benny the Butcher. How you gonna have a Rolls Royce if you never heard his name before? Like what stuff that just insane. She was just being insane about it, and it was distasteful.
It's 100 millionaire white men. I have no idea who they are, but I'm not gonna say they don't own a Rolls Royce. So it's just Wendy. I don't like Wendy. So if I sound like Snoop, then I sound like Snoop. It is what it is. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna preach. I'm diving in with you, dog. This episode we get canceled, bro. It is what it is. It's been a good run. But let's go ahead and get out of here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get out of here. So shout out to Benny. Feel better, my guy. My man Mills working on something, yo, boys. Mills working on something. I ain't gonna say what it is, but shout out to Mills. So your boys got anything to say before we get out of here?
Good show, guys. Good show, fellas.
Yeah, great show, hilarious. I appreciate you. I love y'all, boys.
Preach. I am about to go eat the meal my wife made me though. So I ain't eating out today, buddy.
Go ahead, King. You deserve it.